All right, for this standing moving meditation, just find yourself a space where you can have your arms out wide to the side and that you feel comfortable in this space. You can, if you'll make your feet about 6 inches apart, and you can use your eyes for this part to look down, and then spread the toes out and let them lay down on the ground so you feel the arches of the feet lifting upward and that you're rooting down through the feet. And then lengthen up through the crown of the head and notice the knees. If they're locked out, bend them just slightly, just so that they're not locked. You just want to feel a little bit of give there. Maybe notice as you press down through your feet that helps you to lengthen up through the crown of the head a little taller. You can let the shoulders pull back, lining the ears up on top of the shoulders. And it's up to you if you'd like to close the eyes or keep them open. If you do want them open, it might be nice to gaze down toward the floor, gaze down the nose, just to help you to go inside. Let the weight shift forward into the balls of the feet, noticing which muscles contract to help you pause forward in that position. And then shift back so you feel the weight come into the heels, noticing the muscles that contracted, maybe which ones relaxed, almost like the toes are about to lift up off the floor. And shift over to the right side, noticing where you feel the weight the heaviest in the feet, and maybe what feels light. And shift over to the left side. Pausing over on the left side, notice where the weight gets heavy, where it feels light, and which muscles are contracting to help keep you in this position. And then let your body draw a circle so that the weight comes forward into the balls of the feet, over to the right side, back into the heels, and over to the left. So just drawing a circle, letting the center of gravity rotate around through the feet, noticing where the weight gets heavy, where it gets light, and how it feels in your body. Pause and circle the other direction. Noticing how it feels circling this way. Maybe you feel more steady or more unsteady. Maybe it's easier to draw a circle, or maybe it feels better to go a smaller circle. And pause right in the center, seeing if you can find the place where you feel all 4 corners of the feet pressing down, that there's even weight between the right side and the left side, and between the front and the back of the foot. Noticing the knees, making sure there's a slight soft bend in the knee, allowing the belly button to pull in slightly, allowing the chest to lift up toward the ceiling, shoulders pull down away from the ears, feeling like somebody's got a string pulling you from the tip of the head all the way up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through the nose if that's comfortable for you, and a deep exhale. Again, take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. Extend your arms out wide to the side. Let the palms flex back, like you're trying to push 2 walls away. Feeling the extension from the shoulders through the elbows out through the palms as you press. Take a breath in and a deep exhale. And inhale your arms up overhead, allowing the backs of the hands to touch if that's comfortable. Otherwise, you can turn the palms to touch. The arms can be bent if you need to, or make any other adjustments that feel okay in your shoulders. And then just notice the sensations that you start to feel with the work that it takes to hold the arms up overhead. Noticing if the shoulders are climbing up into the ears, seeing if you can relax them down away from the ears. Maybe with the backs of the hands continuing to touch, or maybe you need to separate them. Feel the feet rooting down into the earth, finding length through the crown of the head. Checking in with the sensations that you're feeling, trying not to judge them, but notice what you feel, even putting a name to them. Noticing if the mind starts to react, wanting to get out right away. But knowing if it becomes too much at any point, you can lower the arms. But if you're okay, maybe you stay another breath or two, noticing again the sensations that you feel. Maybe it's a burning or a tingling, throbbing, whatever sensation that you might be feeling. Take a breath in. As you exhale, very slowly start to lower the arms down to shoulder height. Noticing how the arms feel as you start to lower them down. Continuing from shoulder height, letting them come all the way back down alongside you, and just noticing what sensations that you feel. Pause with the arms dangling down beside you. Notice if the right arm feels different than the left. Noticing if the sensations are changing as you pause. Just notice what you feel. Extend your left arm up into the air, like you're reaching for your favorite piece of fruit, letting the right arm reach down toward the ground. Extending up through the fingertips, reaching up as much as you can, noticing where you feel that extra reach, maybe through the hips, maybe through the rib cage. And maybe even lifting up the right heel just a little bit to help you lift up just a little bit higher. Lowering that heel back down. And gently lowering your left arm back down beside you. And just pausing and noticing how you feel on the right side versus the left. And extend your right arm up toward the ceiling, reaching up as the left arm reaches down toward the ground. Finding that getting up as high as you can, even lifting up on the left tippy toe as you reach, reach, reach. And lowering the left heel down, bringing the arm back down alongside you. And just pause for a moment to notice how you feel. What sensations are you feeling? Do you still feel grounded down through your feet? Finding length through the spine. Reach both arms out wide to the side and back up overhead with the palms facing each other this time. Find a lot of length in the spine. Take an inhale, reach up. As you exhale, very slowly start to reach up and over to the right side as the hips push to the left. Just bending the whole body over to the right side as the hips press to the left to keep you balanced as you reach up and over. Noticing where you feel the sensations in the body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring yourself back up to standing nice and tall. Arms reach up. Take a breath in. Exhale up and over to the left side, allowing the hips to push to the right, taking note of how you feel as you reach up and over to the left side. Inhaling back up to center, reach up through the arms, and then gently float the arms down beside you, nice and slow, letting the palms face down. Allow your arms to just dangle from the sides and notice the sensations that you feel. Where do you feel more of the sensation? And does it feel the same on the right side and the left? Was there tingling? Was there throbbing? Was any of it too much? Shrug your shoulders, pull them up into the ears. So you shrug them up, and then pull them forward toward the front of the room, forward toward your mat, and then pull the shoulders down toward the ground and squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. And then bring the shoulders into the ears, squeeze them up. Pull them forward and down to the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. And reverse, pull down toward the ground. Pull them forward toward one another in the front. Shrug them into your ears. Pull them down behind you as you squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull them down toward the floor. And then let the shoulder squeeze together toward the front. And back into the ears. And pull them down behind you. And then just pause for a moment and take note of how you feel. Notice where the weight is in your feet, adjusting it so you feel it even between all four corners of the feet. Keep the knees soft. Take a breath in. As you exhale, let the chin tuck to the chest, allowing the weight of the neck, the head, to pull the neck forward. Deep breath in. And a deep exhale. Again, a deep breath in and a deep exhale. Then allow your head to fall over to the left side, allowing the ear to drop toward the shoulder. Let the shoulders relax down, noticing where you feel that stretch. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, roll the head through the center over to the second side. Allow the ear to drop toward the shoulder, letting the weight of the head pull the neck over. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll the head through the center, and if it's comfortable, you can draw a circle with your neck, and if it's not, you can look right and left. Breathing in and out through the nose. Allow the head to circle. Pause and circle the other direction. And pause back in the center, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Pause and notice how the neck and shoulders feel. Seeing if you can relax the shoulders a little deeper. And step your feet apart just a little wider than hip width distance. Reach your arms out wide to the side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift all the weight over to the right leg. So the left toes can stay down on the ground, or as you start to shift over, maybe just the big toes down, or maybe you lift that foot up off the ground. Wherever you are, notice the shaking and the quivering that happens through the foot, the ankle, maybe even up through the knee, the leg into the hip to keep you balanced. Notice what you feel there. And then gently bring the left foot back down to the ground. Shifting slowly the weight over to the left side. Letting the weight come into the left leg. Right foot can be on the ground, maybe the right big toe, or maybe you lift that foot up off the ground. Eyes can be opened or closed. You choose whatever feels best to you. Just finding that place to work the balance. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Noticing how that feels to have the weight in the left leg. Gently bring the right leg back down. Relax your arms down beside you. Just pause for a moment and take note of how you feel. Noticing where you feel the sensations, maybe in the shoulders from holding the arms. Maybe you feel it down in the calves. Just taking note. And you can bring your hands to your waist and take a breath in. As you exhale, look over the right shoulder, letting the shoulders stay forward, just letting the head turn. Bring the head back to the center, and then look over the left shoulder. Bringing your head back into the center. This time, as you look over the right, let the weight shift into the left leg as you twist the shoulders back and maybe the hips even twist back to help you look back. And then gently shifting to the center, shifting over to the right side, allowing the weight to shift into the right leg so that you can look back over the left shoulder, letting the shoulder twist back. Bringing yourself right back into the center. Pausing for a moment right in the center. Take a breath in. A deep exhale. Bring your feet back in so that they're just the 6 inches apart, 2 fist width distance apart. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms all the way up overhead. And then as you exhale, fold forward, bending your knees as much as you need to so that there's no pressure in your low back. Folding all the way down with the knees bent enough that the stomach is on the thighs and the chest is on the knees. Lengthening the spine down toward the ground. Take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. Again, take a deep breath in. And a deep exhale. And bring your hands to your legs, flatten out the back, keep the knees bent. And then come all the way up with the flat back, lifting with the heart, coming right back up to standing. Pause for a moment and just notice where you feel that. What sensations are in the body. Heel toe the feet together and turn your right knee out to the side for tree pose. Your toes can stay on the ground and you can prop your heel up on the ankle, or you could lift your whole foot up onto the leg. If you want to lift it high, you can move it above the knee, making sure to not put the foot on the knee, above or below the knee. You can let the hands come to heart center and stay just like that, or maybe reach your branches up overhead. You could have the branches apart, or the arms could be interlaced if you wanted with the palms together. However it feels best for you. And maybe the eyes are open, maybe you're gazing toward the floor, or maybe you're playing around with the eyes being closed. Again, noticing the shaking and quivering, all the effort to keep you balanced. Take a breath in and an exhale. And bring your hands back to heart center if you lifted them up. And bring the right knee in and down. Spread the right toes out wide. Squeeze the right leg tight and turn your left knee to the side. Toes can stay on the ground. You can let the heel prop up on your right ankle, or you can lift that foot up, bringing it to the inside of the right leg, above or below the knee. Hands can stay right where they are, or you could reach them up over your head. You can separate the hands like branches. You could intertwine your branches, letting the palms touch over the head, however feels best for you. Then choosing the positioning of the eyes, opened or closed, gazing toward the floor, toward the ceiling, or straight ahead. Just working that balance. Bringing your hands back to heart center and bring the left knee in and down. Relax your arms down beside you and just take note of how you feel. And you can bring yourself to a lying position down on your mat or onto a bed or something. If you're at home, a couch, somewhere comfortable for you. Making sure that your head is supported. Maybe placing a pillow underneath your knees if you're lying flat on the ground, or even putting the legs on a chair, on a couch. Supporting the low back in a way that feels good for you. And bring your attention up to the top of the head. How do you feel at the top of the head in this moment? Scanning down through the forehead, behind the eyes, the mouth. Notice how you feel in your head. Letting your attention be right on your body. When the mind wanders, just invite it back. Scanning down through the neck, the shoulders. Notice how the arms feel. The upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the fingers. Notice the torso. The upper back, the abdomen, the low back, your stomach, the pelvis, your thighs, down through the knees, the lower legs, the ankles, the feet. Notice your whole body together. Your whole body being completely supported by the earth in whatever position that you're in. Allowing your mind to follow your breath in and out through the nose. Noticing the body breathing all on its own. Always working for you. You can begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, maybe moving your head from side to side, bringing some awareness to your body, but stay soft in your body. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees in towards your chest, gently rolling over onto your side, pausing in the fetal position for a moment. You can use your top hand to press yourself off the floor. Coming to a seated position, allow your hands to come to heart center and for your head to bow to your heart. Just take this moment to notice how you feel right now. Knowing you can create this moment for yourself anytime that you would like. And I'll close this practice today with Namaste, meaning the love and light in me honors and sees the love and light in you. Namaste.